All or not, according to Jack, with your host, Jack Toledano. How the hell are you? And a good evening to everybody out there. I don't know if it's evening when I actually, when you play it back for the first time, but it's evening when I'm recording it. So there's that. Uh, so I was up at Cooperstown this past weekend on the way home from my upstate cabin. Um, I actually went there for some present shopping, and look at the present that I bought for myself. Isn't that the coolest thing? It is a Giants, New York Giants Super Bowl replica Super Bowl ring. It's made it's basically they used Eli Manning's to make the replica with. Uh, so to add to my ring collection, I already have one for the New York Mets. So uh, I never uh, I never had a high school ring. I never had a college ring. So I mean, I have a large ring because I made you know past grand, in the Odd Fellows. So there's that, but nothing as beautiful as this one. It's because it's silver tone. I hope it's not going to make my finger all turn green. Hopefully, but we'll see. I digress. So you see the background. That means we're going to have another 90-minute best of cassette. But this one is not as well known as some of the others that I've done recently. This one is for the German metal band Primal Fear. So this is actually the second one that the second episode that I wrote. Uh, Actually, I'm going to pause for a second. Sorry about that. I had to pause for a second. I have the worst case of heartburn slash hiccups, so I had to go get some water. So, all better. But in any event, so Primal Fear is a band that I heard of back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Uh, they were billed as a sounding like Judas Priest, and there was this website called uh, uh, metal rank album metal ranking or something to that effect. But you know what? That site turned me on to some really good albums. Uh, Primal Fear's first self-titled album, this guy gave him like a 9.5 out of 10. So I'm like, well, damn, I got to check this out. So I checked it out, and boy, was I not disappointed. These guys these guys just slay. Uh, they kill. They're just freaking fantastic. Um, so there's 22 songs in all, and we're talking 89 minutes, 12 seconds. I didn't want to go over the 90 minutes, but you get the gist of it. Um, I say I do them a little bit of an injustice, whereas I only cover about 5 or 6 albums, but I got to tell you, they this is some pretty hard hitting shit. So if you've never heard of these guys and you want to get into a new band, something that's along the style of Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, uh, Saxon bands from the '90s, from the '80s, new wave of British heavy metal. Uh, I mean, granted, these guys aren't British; they're German, but they freaking kick ass. So let's go through it. So we're going to start with their self-titled debut, right from the very beginning, a 34 second introduction called Primal Fear, goes right into the song Chainbreaker, 4 minutes 25 seconds, killer. Then we skip to another song on that same album called Promised Land. Uh, So then, song number 4, we skip to their fourth album called Black Sun for their title track, Killer Song. Song number 5, also off of Black Sun, for the song We we go down. We go down into the fire. Ah. Of course, I can't scream like Ralph Sheepers does. He does a fantastic job, but you got to check it out. So then we go to the album Unbreakable, a favorite of mine in the mid 2000s, for the song Metal Nation. So then we go back to Black Sun, for the song Cold Day in Hell. I think that's it from Black Sun, but now we go back to Unbreakable for the introduction. Unbreakable Part One. It's a minute 37. It's an instrumental, and it leads right into this killer riff, rip your face off riff called Strike and Take No Prisoners. Uh, so then we go to the album Jaws of Death, and this album is also very well represented. Uh, and you know what? I thought about the songs more than the albums that they came from. Uh, so first we took a song called Save a Prayer. Then, off of the same album, Jaws of Death, we took the song Church of Blood. Great song. Uh, has some overtones where they talk about fighting in the Middle East. Uh, I think you'll enjoy it. Um, the lone song off of the album Seven Seals, a song called The Immortal Ones. We are, we are, we are the immortal ones. We went to hell and back again. Yeah, you really got to check these guys out if you haven't. Okay, so then we continue on back to Jaws of Death for the 22-second intro opener called Jaws of Death, and it goes right into the song Final Embrace. Uh, so then we go back to the self-titled debut for the song Dollars. If dollars were dirt, gold and honey, I'd be watching you. Okay, so then we go back to Jaws of Death for Into the Future. Back to the self-titled debut for Silver and Gold. And not the silver and gold that my wife sings about every time we watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. She's too funny. Anytime we mention silver and gold, she breaks out into that song. I'd rather she sang the Primal Fear version. Okay. One more song off of the self-titled debut, another favorite of mine, Battalions of Hate. Back to Jaws of Death one more time for the album, for the song Fight to Survive. Uh, we go back, we finally get to the third album, Nuclear Fire, for two great songs. Eye of an Eagle, which is a favorite of mine, and Angel in Black, another favorite of mine. And we round out the cassette, finish it out with the 6-minute song Unbreakable Part 2. So, like I said, you know what? I was a little less focused on trying to get album representation from every album. This was more, I wanted songs that I was very familiar with, songs that really kicked ass, songs that I love. I mean, I dare say that this is one of my favorite 90-minute best of cassettes so far. So, like I said, if you haven't heard them, check them out. If you have a Spotify subscription, you can look me up and look up my 90-minute Primal Fear Best of Cassette, and you will not be disappointed. It is very hard hitting and killer. So this is Jack Toledano speaking for All or Nada, according to Jax. Ooh, sorry about that, folks. Doing a lot of these recordings, and the more you talk, the more this happens. It sucks. Don't get old. That's all I can say. Don't get old. Uh, this is Jack Toledano speaking for All or Not, according to Jack. Um, if you go to my playlist section, I have a whole section of these 90-minute um, cassettes. So please check them all out. And I'm trying to represent a lot of different genres. I'm gonna have metal. I'm gonna have classic rock. I'm gonna have hard rock. I'm gonna have prog rock. Some which you may have seen already. I'm gonna do some blues rock, some southern rock even. So check them all out. If you have any suggestions for ones that I haven't done, please let me know. Somebody already gave me a very good suggestion to cover Aerosmith, which you may have seen. If you haven't seen it, uh, go back into the playlist and check it out. Most of these videos are only about 10-15 minutes, so the viewership for me always helps. So, the comments always help. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Please help me out. I want to make it to my own promised land, just like Primal Fear did in song number three. Song number three, Promised Land. Uh, so, Jack Toledano, All or Not according to Jack. Have a good night, folks. Talk soon.